Didn't tell you I clicked go live, but I clicked go live. New Warriors come out to play. Yay! Well, that's something to be grateful for. I got my voice back because you ever had a cold that just won't let go?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you think you're over it, and then like this little tickly that comes in your throat, or you have to. That's been me like the last 3 or 4 days. That's me. Like I got my cough drop ready and everything, just in case. I should have already probably put it in so it would take effect. But
but you have one. You have one.
I do. I have one.
Start.
Preparation is 9/10 of the law. Also, since I'm speaking boilerplate, if you're watching this on YouTube, or whatever way you may be listening, we'd love for you to hit the like and subscribe button. I did the singing. I did not do the introductions. I'm Delvin, sometimes known as the Night Thrasher, to the podcast, and that's Jared over there, sometimes known as Nova. Neither one of us played an important role in this book at all. We're kind of behind the scenes, but it's too late to switch now. Like, who am I supposed to be? Justice, and you're like Alex Power or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you want to be Turbo. Do you want to be Turbo?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. So you could pop it and lock it and everything. You have fresh beats.
These beats are fresh.
Snap. And while I'm riffing and not saying much of anything, do you have a question for me over there, Jared?
I do.
1 second before you get to the question. Hello so far to Eric Porter. He was here before the show started. He was here before I did. Jared with a good salute. Good evening, Eric. Heinz Cook says hello, everyone. Hello, Heinz. A comic foil says good evening. Jared and Delvin, good evening. A comic foil. Eric adds, a cold won't keep Delvin from his undefeated streak, 61-0. Woo! Man, if I could pass that to Auburn football, boy. You wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. Now I'm going to put the cough drop in, and Jared's going to ask the question.
My question is, when am I going to have to stop coming in after you on the New Warriors and turning off the double feed to the horizontal and vertical?
Dude, I did it. I did that yesterday. I was real proud. It had the dough thing, and I turned it off yesterday.
I turned it off before we came on. It's not my real question, but my real question is, and I purposefully decided, because I couldn't really think of anything I wanted to do with the book. So I said, you know what? We had a fun conversation the other night on a long box around candy bars. So I'm going chips. What's the 3 best flavors of chips?
Oh,
okay. Top 3.
Gotta be barbecue.
Barbecue's up there.
So barbecue. Probably I'm good with some good old plain chips, man. Like
Golden Flake.
I said some chips, not whatever the heck Golden Flake is. I'm a Lay's guy. I like Lay's. I don't mind Ruffles at all because Ruffles have ridges. Do you remember that commercial?
I do. I do.
Ruffles has ridges. Fruta Vega. Let's see. And probably, man, that third one's tough because I was thinking, first thought I had was sour cream and onion. And then I thought salt and vinegar as well.
It's Johanna's favorite.
Oh, so tough. Like if I saw them, I'd probably would get salt and vinegar before sour cream. So I'd say vinegar and salt. What about you?
I'm very similar to you. I'd probably say barbecue. To put a finer point on it, I kind of like the mesquite the best. But yeah, I'd probably say barbecue and the sour cream and onion's pretty good. Sour cream and cheddar's kind of good. It's not bad either. And comic foil, go rogue, man. I mean, honestly, if I'm going down the chip aisle, the first thing I'm probably going to grab is Doritos. So there's that.
Yeah.
I was reminding everyone that I believe No, I don't believe. I know for a fact. I was like, we were around like 4th or 5th grade when frickin' Cool Ranch came out. Like
Mm-hmm.
we predate Cool Ranch Doritos.
Cool Ranch Doritos are good, man.
Before that, there was just nacho and taco flavor. And taco flavor I had forgotten about. It's kind of the forgotten flavor of Dorito. But
Yeah. Like I would not reach for corn chips first. I don't mind corn chips. Like, yeah, maybe have some corn chips with like maybe a good homemade, a sandwich or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, he threw out Funyuns. Funyuns are delicious. I'm with you, man.
Man,
freaking Cheetos, man. I love Cheetos.
Man, onion flavored Funyuns will have your breath kicking for a good solid day and a half afterwards. They are tasty, though. That is true. Well, if for anyone else maybe just joining in, just feel free to give your favorite chip, be it potato or corn or otherwise. I'm sure there are other chips that we're just.
I'm saying the Cheeto is good. That I don't. That's not. It's like it's a thing. I don't know what it's corn.
Yeah, either like is it like it's like a cheese curl, right?
I guess. Yeah. Something. It's something.
It's something. Yep, Cheetos are good. Nachos are good. Yeah, now I'm craving chips.
Yeah, me too. Let's get the show. Get
some chips.
Okay, according to Comic Foil, Cheetos are corn. I believe you. I don't know.
I didn't know that. Now I think about it, like the barbecue flavored corn chips are real good too.
Oh yeah. Those are good.
As long as it's not Golden Flake, that's the important thing.
Golden Flakes redeeming chip is the sweet heat, because that flavor that's a good flavor. I like it, the chip, but they have sweet heat pork rinds as well. Those are good.
See, pork rinds is also another one of those that's kind of I wouldn't say forgotten's good. Forgotten's a good enough response. You know what I'm saying? Like I would not think of reaching for those first, but like I wouldn't mind them. It's a good keto food.
I was going to say, yeah, if you're diabetic, as I am, and Jason is, and Pat is, pork rinds very low in carbs, so that's a go-to.
A Comic Foil adds, I thought Golden Flakes redeeming quality were that they're cheap.
There's also that.
Golden Flake potato chips. We are there.
I guess he lives in the Southeast, because I don't know that Golden Flake's available outside of the Southeast.
Yeah, it might not be allowed. Like you drive past like the Tennessee border and Virginia's like,
Auburn commercial with Tommy Tuberville where he's beckoning the player with the bag of chips. And the player's right. That's got to be the worst commercial, but I love it for some reason.
That player should have just absolutely open field tackled him, and that would have been a more better response.
He's just beckoning like so funny. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Chipcast.
Come Out to Play is a chronicling of the 1990 series, The New Warriors. The first volume of New Warriors ran 75 issues. We will cover all this first volume as I rediscover my love for this series, help others find theirs, and share our joy and love with the listening audience. Grab your skateboards, grab your bucket helmets. It is time to play. Comic Foil says Carolinas, baby. I'm in the Carolinas, baby.
Yeah, they got Golden Flake in the Carolinas, yeah. That's about where it stops, I think.
It's funny. It's like I have to look for them. But see, now, if I go to the store and look for Golden Flakes, like some Golden Flake rep's going to be like, can you buy some? Please? I haven't had a commission in months. Get away from me.
That would explain why we usually see Comic Foil at Heroes Con, when he wants to stop by and say hello.
Oh. Well, we're not here to shade our listening audience, Jared. We'll move on. The issue we'll be covering today is New Warriors issue 61. Cover credits go to Patrick Zerker and Andrew Pepoy. Jared, bring the cover up. Let's talk about it.
Done.
How about it?
Oh, I got to talk about it now. I did half the job. Oh, okay, my bad. I'm going to move the banner as usual so we can get a good look at it. All right. the Marvel corner box is once again not really a corner box, although there are people that would be in a box if there was a box. Because I'm living in a box. Living in a cardboard box because I'm living in a box. Underrated 80s song. Anyway,
Wait, who?
I don't remember who sang Living in a Box. I don't remember. We need Kathy in the chat bad right now.
All right, keep going.
Okay, so your new Warriors, they're getting mileage out of the triangle, by the way. They're using the triangle under the faux corner box with the 61 in it. The actual triangle for the logo this time is white. The letters Warriors going over it is a blue to white fade with the white in the center. So it fades to blue going up and it fades to blue going down. It's kind of a cool look. It's got a sort of subtitle across the top that said Spider-Man's clone stalks the new Warriors as it leads into the logo. Anyway, got a very dark, mysterious, is that Spider-Man? Is it not? Spoiler, it is not. Of him looming over in sort of a technologically advanced hallway, and it's very dark, and he's looming over the new Warriors, which is comprised of Turbo and Speedball and Power Packs and Firestar and Justice. I actually got them all right. This might be the first 61 episodes in.
Hey, it took you a little past undergrad. It's okay. It's all right.
We got there. We got there, everyone. We got there together.
Deeper diploma, baby. And by the way, don't call me Power Packs.
Oh, that's right. Last issue, he was like, can we talk about my day? We're like, we're in the middle of something, dude. It just gives me the sads. Shut up, Alex.
Yeah, be sad somewhere else. Stop talking. What do you think about the cover?
I like it. I like it. I like it. Don't love it. Because it's, I was going to say stagnant, but it has menace. I like that it has menace, right? I think I would have liked it more seen on the spinner rack in 1995. Right. I think I would have liked it more then because it would have been more mysterious. We live in an era now where, I know the clone is coming. So I'm like, oh, is this the clone? It's not really, but it's all part of that. By the way, there's a blurb on the cover that says Maximum Clonage Prologue. So I like its menace. I like what they're doing. I'm excited that I've been looking forward to entering the Spider Universe. So I like that about it. But, the team is kind of docile. They're just kind of looking around. So yeah, it's a good solid cover for a kind of a thriller, kind of a little menace thriller. So I mean, it's not a boom bang. It doesn't have a big villain, but it's neat.
So, not to do with the cover at all. "Living in a Box" was sung by the band Living in a Box from their album Living in a Box.
Sometimes the answers are easy.
Yeah, I looked it up and I was like, yeah, "Living in a Box" song. And then sure enough, yeah, it's by a group called Living in a Box. When I first heard of the Box, I was thinking "Man in a Box" by Alice in Chains. Might be possibly a more famous Box song. You are aware of the song because
I'm certain I am.
You used to be roommates with Travis Peterson, and it was his favorite song at a particular club in Daleville that he went to. And I'm not going to say any more about that. So what I think about the cover is I like it. Like something about, first of all, you know how you just get that cover where it feels like the artist of the book is kind of just getting it. It's like starting to get in his bag. And it's not like last month's cover with the Nova Omega on it was bad or anything.
Right.
This one to me is just great. I like Firestar holding her hand out like a light almost. And they're looking around trying to figure out what's going on, and looking at any conceivable angle, right? And sure enough, you've got what appears to be Spider-Man, crouched in just a very Ross Andrew-esque Spider-Man pose, looking like he's about to, from that angle, he could be ready to attack anyone. It looks like he's most likely to attack Firestar from that angle, but I like it. I like the cover. It really seems like Patch just really started hitting his groove. Every one of the characters is just distinct and well drawn, and I really, really like it. Like that turbo helmet, just for whatever reason, that wrap around looks cool and everything. So I actually like this cover a lot. I think I like next month's cover even more. I absolutely think that putting Spider-Man's clone on there, and that's true. This is a clone of Spider-Man that's in the book, even though it's not the clone. And maximum clonage. Like I swear, you look back and like I guarantee you, any Spider-Man editor at the time even sees that like title and just goes, goes, "Ooh, maximum clonage." My goodness. Yeah, I won't say the less said about it, the better. I will say that it's a cautionary tale to editorial staff. It's like sometimes if a writer comes to you with an idea that says it's a 6 month in and out, listen to your writer. That much I will say. Eric Porter asks, this cover reminds him of a Scooby-Doo mystery, which I totally get. That's cool. And Scott O'Neill, welcome to the chat. Scott says, Alex looks like he's imitating Vance on this cover. And I do get what you're saying. Like, Justice is like, and Vance is like,
why you been acting so messed up towards me?
Why you acting so messed up towards me? Let's rate it 1 to 10 nightsticks. Like, man, are we gonna have to come up with a new? We're 5 years in. We ain't changing it now. It's staying the same. To rate the cover, I like this cover a lot. I think it's extraordinarily well drawn. I love the Spider-Man pose. It made the absolute best usage of the space, and Spider-Man is looking very just spidery. I'm giving it a 9. I like it a heck of a lot. What do you think?
I'm not far off. I'd give it an 8. I think it's pretty darn good. So yeah, we're right there together. I like the colorist choice, by the way, of the illumination from Firestar, casting sort of an amber light throughout the hallway. And God bless, was it Papoy who inked this?
Yes.
For having to do all that tech in the background. He'd be like, can it be a rocky cavern? That'd be much easier. No, get your templates out. Get cracking. It probably even worse yet. Patch probably didn't even pencil that. He probably just wrote, do some tech in this area. It's like,
you figure it out. Good luck, jerk. Ha 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 ha. All right. Let's see. It is cover credits time. Credits time for the issue. So take it away, Jared.
Yeah, let's talk about the creative team and some information. So this is New Warriors number 61. Its on sale date was May 30th, 1995. Its cover date was July of 1995. Its cover price was $1.50, as the kids say. The story is by Evan Skolnick. Seems like we've familiar. Do we know him?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
The penciler is Pat Zerker. Inks is Andrew Papoy. Colors Zerker. The colors is Joe Rosas. The leathers, whatever leathers are, they all come together. It's by John Costanza. Editor by Tom Brevoort. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Brevoort.
I think it's Zerker.
That probably is. And we get a lot of that information from the classic website, Mike's Amazing World. Now, Delvin was going to take us into a synopsis.
I really like that I did the short synopsis on these. You know, just get in and get out. Does anyone really want to hear me read long synopsises? Yes, if it's Transformers Chronicles.
or if it's Jason reading synopsis.
I will hold on to those long synopses in Transformers
That episode
Chronicles
1 synopsis was so long. I was like, oh my God.
I should go back and listen to some of those early episodes.
Episode 1, and it's not even your fault. There's so much in issue 1.
Like, I mean, it had like 30 pages, but it had about 14,000 words. This is not Transformers Chronicles. This is Come Out to Play. Here's the synopsis. The title of this book is Everyone Hates a Clone. The Warriors are adjusting to their new leader, Justice, and their opponent is no slouch. One of the clones of Spider-Man himself, Spidercide. Also, just such a 90s name. Like,
I'd almost forgotten about Spidercide until I read this book.
I had completely forgotten.
I was like, oh yeah.
Spidercide. Like, he was a thing. That was a thing.
That was a thing.
So yeah, Jared's about to bring up images. We're going to discuss those images, and that's the long and short of it. Let's go.
All right, I'll go right to their typical 2-page spread, which is usually content pages 2 and 3 for them. And here we have the spider-like creature that they do keep in shadow to tease. Is it Spider-Man? Is it the clone? Spoiler alert, it is Spidercide. We'll get to that. Going into Genetech. And we had an interesting question today on X from Auburn Elvis, who was more like it was like an aw shucks. It was like we had an opportunity to ask Evan Skolnick the pronunciation of Genetech, because they had made a pun about it. He said they made a pun about it in an earlier issue where it sounded like genetic. So is it Genetech? Is it Genetech?
I've always said Genetech. This is Auburn Elvis has brought this question up before, and we did not come to a conclusive answer to it. I could always just ask Evan randomly. I'm sure it's not like I have to schedule time to get. I was like, hey, dude, how did you pronounce it? You know,
I'm pronouncing it the same way that Forrest Gump pronounces Jenny.
Genetech.
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 You are not going to say
I just made that up. That's why I told Auburn Elvis on X, and we had a good laugh about it.
Actually,
we were laughing.
Actually, I think it's pronounced Zerker.
Zerker probably is. Anyways, so we've got this infiltration scene, and Scott says the first panel makes him hurt to look at it because that's you got to have good hip flexors, and I don't.
Me neither. I've tried. Do you think you would know this? Is this image? Is this more Zerker or is it more Pepoi?
It's probably Zerker probably lined it. Pepoi was very pleased when he saw this. I'm gonna tell you that right now because he's like heavy. And it's all black, filled in black, couple highlight marks, and that's it. So yeah, Zerker probably laid. If I had to guess, I'd say Zerker laid it out pretty nice, and Pepoi was very happy. Well, with the figure. Once again, there's a lot of template work with the building, especially panel 1, 2, 3, 5 with the flooring and the tech in that picture. Even Matt almost like it.
you would rather them be Gene Cave, is what you're saying.
Yes. Rocks. I just want to do rocks. I don't want to do tech. But yeah, so you get this mysterious beginning. Do you have any thoughts on that?
No, I think it's simple enough. They did a good job of keeping. They did at least say Spider-Man's clone. So at the start, so we knew it wasn't Spider-Man. I made a mistake. I believe I thought that this would be the introduction of Ben Reilly to the book.
So did I.
I'm mistaken, but we're not far off from Mr. Reilly hitting the book. But right now we get just a little taste of the clone. That's all I got, man.
Yeah. It'd be another great reason to talk to our new best friend, Mr. Skolnick. I'm almost certain at this point, editorial has told him he needs to bring Spider-Man or Ben Reilly into the book, and I think this is his way of easing into that, stepping stone into it, and I like that.
Yep.
All right, next image is sort of the actual break-in to the reveal of Spidercide. So that's really why I picked it. It's the reveal of who it really is.
So I'm going to say this at some point, and now's a good time because just looking at the bottom right panel of Spidercide, he looks cool.
Yeah.
He looks cool, and I think that Zerker and Pepoi, the art team, were just on it. This whole book. I thought the book was spectacularly drawn. I really just enjoyed looking at it from an artistic standpoint. So from the mighty Marvel way is let the pictures tell the story. even more than the words. And and I think Evan does a good job. Evan is less verbose than Fabian was, and
which I like.
And so I think he leans more into that Mighty Marvel method, and just really enjoyed that picture. I even enjoyed how it was drawn. Like it's such a funhouse mirror image of Peter Parker, our amazing, spectacular Spider-Man 2. And anyone should have been hip that something was going on that first one where the guard was like, I got a point blank shot at him. I have no idea how I missed. And it's like, because dude wasn't human. He literally.
Yeah, he was doing like Reed Richards type stuff. That's when I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yes. Scott asked a question to which the answer is yes.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Was this the issue where Speedball makes the weird comment about how Vance has an obsession with identifying video camera brands to cover the recognition of the spider webs? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he adds, since we're still on the same image, the panels of this page are like a love letter to horror suspense film camera work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we probably have just the super nerdy audience here that my additional comment that is forthcoming, you already know. But you were mentioning the Mighty Marvel way, like when Stan was especially when Stan Lee was writing like everything back in Marvel back in the 60s. And you probably know this, Delvin, but in case we have a listener or someone who didn't, he would often have the artist literally, he was like, basically this is how the story starts, this is how it ends. Draw the whole thing, and then Stan would just go in right around it. Right around whatever images he had.
And a part of me is like, was that lazy? And the answer is, well, you crafted comic books. Have you written a book in such a manner? And would you write a book in such a manner?
No, not really, to be honest with you. Without getting too deep in the weeds, I work with Mark Hatherley out of Bermuda a lot, and mine is more of the modern way where it'll say page 1, 4 panels. Panel 1, this in any emotion, and then the dialogue. And because I'll describe emotion and dialogue, and then I'll let him do what he wants with that. But I will say when I get to a big action scene, when I'm like, by the end of this action scene, we just need to be here. You have 2 or 3 pages. I do let him do whatever he wants because I want the artist to have a good time at some point during the book, where they just do whatever they want. Any panel layout you want, any whatever, just as long as by this panel, this is where we're at.
Okay. Now it makes me wonder, like, what does DC do? Like, are the writers there like, draw this on page 4, panel 2 now?
It was probably pretty similar. Everything was kind of similar back then. They were probably doing similar stuff, but yeah, it did me well though. Again, this is the Jared cast, and we're going to move on. Because when I got the story published in the True War Stories book that was by Z2 and now it's by Image, it was just veterans tell your stories, and I wrote mine the way I would have done it to send it to Mark. So when I turned it into the editor at the time for Z2 Comics, she was like, "Oh, this is perfect. We don't even have to do anything with this." Because other veterans would just be like, they tell their story in prose form in a few paragraphs, and then they figure out how to turn it to a comic. And so it made me feel good when I turned mine in, and they were like, "Oh, this is like how the pros do it." I'm like, hey. Anyway, enough about me. Let's get back to it.
Wait, what were you like?
I was like, hey.
Oh, okay. Right.
It was like that.
Good to go.
All right. There's a lot of check in with characters pages in this book, so we're going to check in with them. This is checking in with Nova, who is being a turd, as we saw last issue. He's very angry. He's got a lot of bottled up anger. Evan told us that was coming when he was on. And yeah, he's right. He's just a very angry person. And it's an unpleasant scene, and it doesn't speak well of his character because this is very much a punching down thing. He's being a real jerk to, of all people, Hindsight. Come on.
I 100% agree. I like the first time I read it, I was like, and then the second time I read it, I was like, like at the end of it, Nova or Rich is all, we'll see, Carlton. Like, really?
I mean, he even kind of pointed out himself. He's like you're all, like, without your there's no way Carlton can defeat you. Like, just why are you punching down so hard like that? That just did not speak well of his character. And I get what Evan's doing. He's expressing he's deeply frustrated and angry, but I just hate that we have this character who's been around since the 70s, who's kind of a de facto leader of sorts of this team. Just woof. Yeah, he way off the reservation.
Yeah, I'm not blaming the writing for this. I think Evan had consider that at the end of the Nova run, he lost his powers. Didn't look like they were coming back. They were gone for good. And he's like, I'm going to jump off of this building to try to get my powers back. If I don't get my powers back, oh well. The oh well part is there would have been rider bits all over the streets of San Francisco, my boy. That's not healthy behavior. So I don't think that Rich was necessarily in a healthy place, but but that said, he at least has admitted that he's like, in his head, he feels that all he is all his contribution is being Nova, far more than it is being Rich Rider. So I do understand that, and I can understand why he still would be upset about it. I don't like him picking on Carlton like that. I thought it was a hella weak move. And just like you're literally picking on that stereotypical pencil neck geek. Good job, dude. Also, welcome Auburn Elvis. Says, where's the ball guy who knew all the answers? Is he sick this month? I don't think he is, but I have not checked in with him. Unless you're talking about me, and I'm not bald. It's just very, very close to shade.
Well, he didn't pay into the Crusaders Club, so he.
Yeah, and had Evan paid $1 a month, like he could have been here on.
Hang on, put the banner up.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think this is too good. And Evan's like, on the contrary, it was freaking awesome. Evan says it was awesome, everyone. It's awesome. Let's see. Eric Porter adds, wait a second. How's Nova being a jerk? Isn't he now like hindsight lad and now critiques the Warriors about what they do wrong? Well, hindsight lad doesn't threaten to beat up everyone that he disagrees with, and that's kind of the difference, right, Eric? I'm mad, so I'm gonna take it out on the weakest person next to me.
I kind of wish at this point that Night Thrasher was still around and could have walked in on this and been like, "Oh, okay, this is how we're gonna do it." Well, I don't have powers either. Want to push me around? Because somebody needed to stand up for hindsight.
Yeah. There's a funny irony that you're saying that in hind. So, next panel, please.
All right.
Zerker.
We're checking in with Firestar right quick. She's hanging out with her friend who works at McDonald's.
Not McDonald's.
Oh, I'm sorry. McDowell's. They reference a story arc that happened in the annual that we didn't read that feel like I'm glad that we didn't. What
are you talking about, Jared? You don't want to cover like the lighthearted material of, I'm not even gonna say the word. So keep going. So that was a check-in on Firestar. It's tremendously good drawing. Situation was weird. I didn't like it. I understand that it's a reality, but a bit too real for me. I've had too much personal interaction with that kind of thing, and so as I'm aware. So we can talk about Firestar very quick. Hello to Tony Pennington. Tony Pennington says ketchup chips are awesome too.
They're not bad, actually. They're not bad.
Yeah. So they brought up the issue of like Firestar was like feeling, I don't know, precocious at getting back at the jerk guy. Let's just say that. And so she overheated the hamburger And her best friend was like, "You could have given him cancer." And it's like,
that was the most interesting part about this, because it was another one of those moments where she had to kind of think about it, like her powers and the secondary and tertiary effects therein. So that was interesting.
it was interesting. I would say it's not the first time that she's thought that, like, or they thought about it, because, like, if you consider, like, she completely cut loose in space that time, knocking Supernova, I believe he was called, out of orbit, which was a powerful moment. They've made it a point that anytime that she's basically gone, it's not the name of it, but Nova Burst, essentially, that they make sure that the area is cleared so that she doesn't potentially irradiate it, but like it was just kind of brought back to the fore here a little bit, to where even like her best friend was like, you kind of got to be careful about that. Like, yeah, cool, you think that you're playing pranks here, but it's possible that you could, be giving people cancer too. I think the only thing, and this isn't an Evan thing again, like they eventually Firestar winds up getting a cancer of some sort, and they said it was as a result of her powers. And it's like, man, if I were a mutant and I had some cool power like that literally was galactic level, and then my system was still like, yeah, we're gonna give you cancer just because you're young. So like, really, I can't just have my powers. I can't just be strong and completely badass with my fire powers. No, I gotta get cancer too. Boo my body, boo. So that's about it.
I just like how they had a deep conversation about it, and then she flew out of the food court, clearly leaving trails of microwaves. Everybody at the food court's got cancer.
It's like, wow, superheroes.
That redhead was dynamite. She's real knocked out. I mean, I feel weak. Not great. But all right.
Auburn Elvis reminds me that not every mutation turns you into a weather goddess, Delvin. Why not? I want to be a weather goddess, damn it.
Clearly not. We do a check-in with Speedball, and I actually have 2 pages dedicated to Speedball, even though I don't like Speedball. I've been clear on that. I do this first page because it looked like he's having a real control problem with his powers, which is obviously probably going to play into things. And then his mom came in and they had a little chat, and I was like, wait, wasn't she like an eco-terrorist? Shouldn't she be in jail? Or I might have mixed that up in my memories.
You didn't in that she joined the forces of nature, but if you remember, like she was just kind of like the flighty actress doing the flighty actress thing, and like she didn't commit any crimes herself. And as a matter of fact, they're pretty much going to be like, let Mrs. I can't remember her last name, like wander off into the distance, and then
she was a dupe. She was being duped. A dupe.
She was going to be sacrificed for the cause. And that's where that ended. So she wasn't actually an eco-terrorist herself.
She was a puppet. All right. Well, the second page, I think it's kind of obvious why I gave him 2 pages, because we get another hint of time slip. Is that right?
Yes.
And she has this bizarre phone conversation, which is made even more fun now that we know that Skolnick was Larry Hama in this and making it up as he went, but trying to connect the dots eventually. I think if you ask me right now, we're not done with his run yet, but I suspect, well, maybe we'll see Scarlet Spider things that are interesting, but I suspect this whole time slip tease, and if it has a decent payoff, is going to be what I'm going to remember most about his run.
And if you remember, I would say that if it wasn't a good, memorable thing, I don't think Evan Skolnick would consider Time Slip to be one of his favorite characters to write, which is what he said. He's like, yep, absolutely. I love Reena Patel. So Well, I think at least in his head it went well. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
We will leave the decision up to you. Um, as to how the run was, so that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, there's no way. In Rena's defense here, because last issue she's like, I gotta reach out to Robbie Baldwin. So there's something I found here that like it may have gotten past you that you're gonna giggle about too. Like one of the things that Speedball is lamenting in these panels is that he is terrible about keeping his identity.
Yes.
He answered the phone as Speedball. He didn't answer the phone as Robbie. And literally in Speedball's voice was like, this is Robbie. And every time, and they've made it a point of Robbie Baldwin is talking, just regular bubbles. When Speedball's talking, the yellow bubbles. And so it's like, as soon as I saw that, I kind of just grinned. I was like, okay. Yeah, Robbie, you can't lament about something that you're not good at protecting. Now, back to Rena. I mean, there is no way that this introduction wasn't going to be awkward.
Right.
Hey, I'm a superhero, but I know you're a superhero too. Let's be friends.
We're teammates. You just don't know it yet.
Right. XOXO, Rena?
Big kiss.
Yeah, big kiss, little hug. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and it does look like something's going on with Robbie's powers. For some reason, it just seems like he lost control of them, and that's not it. It's one thing to not have a complete idea of how to control your powers. It's another one when you just go from 0 to 60, and that's what happened here, where you're just like, something's going on, and I don't know what it is. So just another little storyline from the future.
Comic Foil's hotel Wi-Fi went out and he just got back, so we're gonna have to go back to page 1 and start this whole thing again.
just hopefully you don't mind repeat jokes. I mean, I guess you don't mind repeat jokes if you've been with us for 5 years.
It doesn't mind at all.
Scott O'Neill says his Speedball voice is supposed to be high-pitched and hollow. Not sure what that would sound like, but safe bet is it doesn't sound normal. Yep. So yeah. That's all I got.
Next episode, the question I'm going to have for Delvin is which Batman actor does the best Batman voice? I mean, are you a Michael Keaton Batman voice guy, or do you like that Christian Bale all the way up Batman voice guy? You don't have to answer now. You get right to the next episode. Or George Clooney, who did not change his voice at all.
There was so much that George Clooney's like, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
Anyway, we'll do a Batcast at some point. Well, I probably already have. Anyways, actually, we did talk Batman and Robin on Best Under 5. Go check it out, y'all. Let's go to 8 out of 10, and it's another check-in page, and we're checking in on Turbo, both forms. One of the more interesting things about this, aside from the fact that she has a Ren and Stimpy phone, which is about the coolest damn thing you could have had in 1995.
Idiot.
That's pretty sweet. Is, they're still toying with the idea of them taking turns, and he's not so good at it, and he's trying to dye the costume black because he thinks it looks cooler, and he's right. But she discovers rather quickly, and I don't know if I include the page. I don't think I did because I had X amount of pages to do. I think it might be the next page, that she can turn the color black basically with her thoughts. Like she can turn she's just more in tune with the abilities of the suit than he is. And it's neat because he dyes it black and it lasts all of like 10 seconds before he powers up and it turns right back to blue again. And so anyway, yeah, they're still toying with that concept.
So I remember we read that issue of Wrong. However long ago, we read an issue of Wrong, and I remember whoever was the original. I know he did that. So behind the scenes, folks, I'll spill it. Behind the scenes, for every Amazing Spider-Man Chronicles that we do, we of course do an issue of Amazing Spider-Man, and we pair it with an issue from Pat's collection that is not Amazing Spider-Man that came out in that same month and year. Most of the time, the accompaniment has been Uncanny X-Men. So like we've gotten pretty steeped on Uncanny X-Men lore, but every now and again, the Crusaders Club will vote on something a little bit different. It sort of came down to basically a tie among the Crusaders Club, and it wound up getting broken up. The choice would have been ROM had it not been X-Men. I'll just flat out go and say, like, me and ROM, not the biggest ROM fan there, but I'll just say that. But what I remember from the issue of ROM that we read was he looked a lot like Mike does in this image in the bottom left. Do you remember the original Torpedo?
Oh, yeah, I've read those issues. Yeah.
He was a jock. He was like a former football player.
And a football coach at the high school.
And even though Mike's just a college student, this image, I looked at it, was just like, oh, man, this looks like original Torpedo. So,
yeah.
And I have a different thought when it comes to Mickey in the suit. Like, I don't remember if the suit is sentient or not. It's possible the suit just likes Mickey better than Mike.
Well,
less said the better, Jared. But while I do think the blue color is cool, the black is really cool too. Like,
it is.
Yeah, it's like maybe if she just wanted to go stealth somewhere, just go all black, Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
So
I'm sorry. I'm glad that no one started jumping on me about my dislike for ROM.
It should turn into the Elf Quest.
Yeah, turn into Elf.
See, all right, now I gotta put my 2 cents in. So what happened was they tied, and then Pat did a runoff, and they tied again. So Pat was like, he sent it to V, and Jason and Delvin was like, y'all vote, and whatever y'all pick is wrong. And I was like, well, they're gonna pick X-Men because I'm the only one. And I know you think what you're thinking. Oh, he doesn't like X-Men, but I'm the only one that thinks about the podcast. And I was like, we want to give variety, and we do X-Men a lot. So whenever we get a chance, we should acknowledge those voters who voted for the other thing. But selfish Delvin and selfish Jason came in there with that round. Just like, I love X-Men. And I'm like, think about the podcast. I'm the only one that loves you, the listener. That's what
he didn't say all that.
I almost typed it out, but I was like, they're not going to
listen. He didn't say all that in the text. He was like,
man. I was like, I'm not typing all that. They voted for X-Men, and it's not like I'm saving myself any words. Bill Mantlo writes just as many words as Chris Claremont does.
ROM is just so depressing.
I just want to give the podcast listeners something different. That's all right.
So
but I'll tell you what, welcome to Behind the Scenes Cast. The only reason I didn't go into that diatribe in the text thread is I was like, well, we are in the middle of one of the most popular X sagas of all time. We're in the middle of the Brood saga. So oof. I get it. People are going to want to talk about it. Back to New Warriors. One more double page spread, which is pretty sweet. It's their action scene where they go up against whoever Spidercide's hanging out with from Genetech, and I don't know, weird creatures that are drawn kind of cool.
Yeah.
And they have a big fight, and I'm like, hey, this is Jared's kind of thing. Weird creatures, and basically they're fighting Man-Bat and Bengal Tiger Pincer Face Man. I don't know their names. Nobody does.
Yeah, I don't think they had names.
Scott probably does.
Scott would know. If they have names, I would definitely put money on Scott for knowing.
But yeah, I basically just want to put a page in here. Said yes, they did catch up with the Genetech thieving Spidercide and his weird minions, and they had a cool battle.
They're probably some constructs of Professor Warren, the Jackal. You remember the Jackal, Jared?
Yeah, it's where we started Amazing Spider-Man Chronicles. The very first issues was that arc.
It is. I don't know. I even told you, like, some years later, one of my buddies, Jordan, one of my friends, Jordan, he went back and listened to one of those old episodes, and he laughed at your comment about you do something like a clone from back in the day. Do you remember that joke that you made?
Vaguely, yeah. Yeah, okay, I remember now.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't.
You bleeped
I can't
it.
say
Yeah.
the.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
you bleeped
bleep
like
comment. Yes, you bleep like a clone.
I am
Let's
hilarious.
see.
I forgot about that.
While Jared is laughing at his own hilarity, I will rave about the artwork here. The art, dude, look at that! Like Speedball balled up, like all the characters have got their action beat. The paneling, how it's the 2 pages are split up in like that, like 4-page, like kind of actiony panel. I love that. I think that is freaking spectacular. By the way, Auburn Elvis says that the team that you don't know that they're fighting right now is called Fires Midnight.
I thought there was a real answer at the end of that sentence. That's on me. I thought that was a real answer. Yeah. But you're right. And this kind of tying back to what we were talking about before. This is absolutely why I tell my penciler during a big action scene, do what you want. Just make sure that we end here, because you get stuff like this. This is when the artist wants to go hog wild. Absolutely.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like he was just kind of flexing a little bit?
Yeah, you want your penciler to flex. It'll make your book better. So yeah. Every action scene in the forthcoming Shipwrecker book, drawn by Mark Hatherley, was all him, baby. And I'm not trying to plug my book that's coming out soon, but it's Shipwrecker. Keep an eye out for it.
I mean, it seemed an awful lot like a. You know what?
Shut up.
Sorry.
All right. And final page is, as usual, the final page, which, and this is probably why we don't know their names, because they were constructs that kind of dissolved when they were defeated, type of deal.
Yep.
And what the only thing that's missing in here that I didn't capture with the images that we've gone through, that was near and dear to my heart, was the internal struggle that Vance is having as a leader.
I was gonna wonder if you're gonna bring that up.
No, and it's so legit, because what I find interesting about it is what Evan is showing us is he's struggling to be the leader. What's the right thing to say? What's the right position to do? Is so natural. You've done it. I've done it. We've both been in positions of leadership in the military, and this is the same stuff that Scott Summers went through when he was put. This is the same stuff that Leonardo thinks about when he's with the Ninja Turtles. I love peer leadership the most, because it's the most challenging type. And I just think it's neat that that Evan, who's, I don't want to speak for him, but I don't know that he's a leadership training instructor professional like I was, but he certainly gets it. He gets a lot of it. And so it's neat to see that.
If not, he should just fly over to
India and then ask about me.
I was about to, I was about to do something that. So over
you're gonna do an impression, weren't you? You're gonna do an impression.
I wasn't. It's like in my head, it's like hee, and then like the adult me was like, and I'm like, good.
If we were doing this show like live, like in '95, issue by issue, it totally would have been fine. Just saying.
So anywhere over in the Indian subcontinent, they would be like, "Oh, Jared Albrecht, absolutely, I know that dude."
Yeah, that dude's got a banging podcast, man.
Is that Freedom Rock? Oh, so anyway, I agree with you. It was kind of cool that Vance just admitted, he's like, I'm scared spitless too. I don't like. They're looking at me to say something. I don't know what to say. And then even the page before that was a little conflict between Angelica and Vance, where Vance did give clear instructions on where to be and whatever, and he told Firestar, stay outside of the building and monitor everything. She thought that she heard Vance get hurt, and she immediately
dropped the ball, left her post.
She left her post to go look after her man, and he was like, "Why are you here?" A leadership moment conflicting with the relationship moment, because I was like, did I think that he was kind of brusque to her? Yes. Do I think that she didn't listen to what he asked her to do? Well, no, she didn't. Do I think that she was looking out for her teammate and her boyfriend? Yes. So good little conflict there, where like Vance is trying to be a leader and Angelica's trying to be a good teammate and girlfriend, and like it just those conflicted. So I thought that was a great piece of writing personally.
You know what? Just because I'm big in India and my leadership tips with Jared podcast, I'm going to give a freebie to the listeners and viewers here today. If you find yourself in a leadership position and you're scared like he's scared, try a thing called confident fear. And what that means is if you're scared too, you can tell your team that. You can be like, yeah, this is very daunting. And I'm a little put off by it too. But then the confidence part comes in where you say something like, we have the right team members. We've done things like this before. And I believe we're going to be just fine on this as well. That's a little freebie from this wine big in India.
Let's see.
Confident fear is what I call it.
Yeah. You just tell them, we got the moves, we got the moment. We got tonight, baby.
We got tonight.
Why
like, those are weird. Who needs tomorrow? Let's make it fun.
Why Bob C?
I don't know. What the hell are we doing?
I don't know. I do not know. Let's read a comment. Let's see. Auburn Elvis, to what we were talking about, he says, I gotta say, I don't like how Vance treats Angelica when he's stressed. I see some of his dad in that scene.
I want to counterpoint that, not necessarily I don't want to argue with him, but I just want my perspective on it. I was glad he was a bit brusque with her, but from a leadership point, that's important, especially if the other team members see that. Because if he's real, now you were supposed to, they're thinking it's not how he would have said it to me. Oh, he treats her special because that's his girl. So sometimes you got to do the unpleasant fairness. I'm going to call it. That's what I'm going to flip. I got little labels for everything. That unpleasant fairness. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get what I'm not arguing with Auburn Elvis. I get what he's saying. I don't disagree. Just that was my perspective when I read it. I thought, well, he's got to be fair.
Yeah. All right. By the way, welcome to Jim the Joe Junkie. He says,
"Hey, we're gonna start over again." All right, back to page one.
Back to page one. The third repeat of the jokes. Laugh just like you did before, or didn't.
I told Jim that we're considering Dark Hawk after this, and he tripped all over himself saying, "Well, if you want to guess, he loves Dark Hawk." By the way.
Well, yeah, that is a thought, and then like I came up with a reverse thought that Jared kind of like where like I am the newbie and Jared covers a book that he likes, perhaps a book with an acronym starts with a J, ends in an I. Maybe there's an L in between those. I don't know. We've been thinking about things. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know.
Well, let me tell you something. So you guys, since we're here, peek behind the curtain, you guys get to see the sausage made. My thought on that I haven't shared with you yet.
Okay.
Was that it could be kind of a long series, but you know what? I have the omnibus, which covers the first 30 issues. So maybe we just do Omnibus Volume 1, and we do the first 30 issues of that series, and then flip to something else.
Maybe. Food for thought. I have not heard anybody say anything about JLI, but I haven't heard anybody crap on me about Wrong. And I haven't said anything bad about ElfQuest.
So let's not tempt fate.
Come on in my mother's basement.
You're rolling the dice again.
Give you what for?
And the plus call of it was one of our most viewed episodes because they were sharing it to their friends. Look at these jerks.
You ever see that dude punch him right in the beep, and then
I wasn't on that episode. Thank goodness I wasn't on it.
Let's go to Warrior.
Let's do that. Yeah, we're running behind. Too much offshoots tonight. And that's pretty much my fault.
No, it's not. It's ours. It's been good banter. At least I'm biased, but I enjoyed it.
All right, let's do warrior. You go ahead. I'm gonna go switch us back to the cover, and you go.
Absolutely. So let's talk about Warrior. By all means, if you got some comments to make about who you think is the ultimate warrior in the book or who you're worried about, please let us know. Let's start with Warrior. I'll say Vance.
I agree.
Because this is new for him. He had to deal with everything from managing a budget to possible consequences of managing said budget, to balancing a team, to balancing a girlfriend who happens to be on a team, to having to make a decision on what they do. And for what it's worth, I thought his overall decision making was pretty good. Like, when Genetech called him or whatever, and he's like, let me guess, something went wrong. And then when he got in touch with Walt Rosen, he was like, I think it's Walt Rosen, but Mr. Rosen, he was like, okay, you're covering this up from the authorities, and I don't like that. But okay, we're going to give this a shot for 1 hour, and then we're going to have someone call the authorities. So that felt like he was channeling a little bit of Captain America. You know what I'm saying there?
Yeah, he's come a long way. He really has.
He's come a long way. It was good development. And you agree with me?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. So I'm worried we might agree on this too about Nova.
Yeah.
Because he's sniping at teenage nerds. Like,
yeah, he's not even sniping at somebody. He's not picking on someone his own size.
yeah. If you're gonna punch, like pick on Alex Power or something like that. Well, can't you give me some of your powers? You got like 4 of them. We know you robbed from your brothers and sisters. Probably take karate with the kids. Forgive me, chat. So yeah, I both Jared and I weren't fans of him punching down. Like that's just not cool. So Jared, did you have a different warrior?
No. Auburn Ellis says I'm not allowed to pick on Alex in the maybe I'll warm up that. I'm actually ambivalent about Alex. We'll see how, because I don't know much about him. But I was going to add, I agree with you wholeheartedly, but they did touch on something that has kind of been left behind for a few issues.
What's that?
Hey, Marita's still kidnapped.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, well, we can worry about her too. Like, gosh, dang. Shouldn't y'all be out looking for Hey Marita?
Well, that was what Nova was upset about, right? Like, you should be looking for Namorita. And hindsight was like, dude, I also have to look after the crash pad that is, presently being, renovated. Like, I'm trying to do both of these things at once, and all you're doing is threatening to beat me up.
Yeah, he was basically like, I need to get the supercomputer up, and that will help me. And he's like, well, just use the regular internet. And he's like, well, it will make me look like I'm doing something, but with the supercomputer, I can do it to scale and faster. And you know what I'm saying. So
yeah. Let's see. We had a few comments. Scholar Neil says Warrior Speedball. He's dealing with a lot. Rena, his powers, but he's still stepping up to help Vance in a few key spots. He's shifting from team goofball to a team vet. And he got a couple of zingers in there, like I think when Justice said, yeah, let's do it by the numbers, and Speedball was like, oh, look, you sound like Thrash. Like, shut up, Robbie. Got time for your crap right now. And Scott says, Warrior Mike Jeffries, the only person in known history to go black and almost immediately go back. So there is Jared shaking his head, as he should. But you know what?
Ridiculous.
I almost did an Indian accent, which would have gone over like a Led Zeppelin. So yeah, we all have had our cringeworthy moments in this pocket. We have learned and grown together. Let's close it out. Let's rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. New Warrior 61, Jared. Well, what do you think? What do you rate the issue?
I'm into it. It's very solid. Not a lot to complain about. 8. If you say 9, I'll match you, but I'll throw an 8 out.
I'm gonna match you, I think, because I don't know what I would rate the book. I think it was good. Am I intrigued about next issue? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I am.
There's a lot of check-in stuff, as we saw when we went through the thing. You got to do that in a team book every once in a while.
You do. This book had. It felt just a little bit different. It definitely just felt like a page has turned from, say, Fabian's Warriors. This feels like Evan's team now. And I'm interested to see what he does with the team and, what his overall statement is with the team right now. We've heard a little bit about some of the constraints he was given. It's like, okay, he had the team. He had the Nova idea, he wanted Nova to run the team. That was taken away from him. He had to incorporate the spider element into the book, but still had the challenge of keeping the book uniquely New Warriors as well. So a lot of different challenges from Evan, who I think this was his first writing gig with Marvel. So, kudos to him for this. And it is an intriguing book. I'm looking forward to next issue because at this point, I'm basically drawing a blank on the book. In about the last year and change that we have left, I'm drawing a blank as to what happens. I just, like, my murky crystal ball, I'm some sort of time slip. I know something's going to happen with Volks, the Dire Wraith's queen. We are going to get back to Namorita at some point relatively soon. I can't remember how it happens, though. And so, those are two things. I don't know why I use these fingers as two, but just go with it. These are two things. And but I'm intrigued as to the direction of the book. And of course, as I mentioned with the artwork, artwork has been spectacular. And I don't think that goes away anytime soon in the next year plus as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the show. Please come back and join us for the next episode where we discuss New Warrior 62, where the Scarlet Spider makes his first appearance. No, for real this time. My bad about last time. Long Box Crusade, if you look us up social media, you will find us. Go check it out. If you don't believe me, we have this YouTube feed that you're listening to the show live on. Please like this episode. Please subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of different stuff, and we'd love for you to partake in any and all of it. And we have a Crusaders Club as well. You could join us for $1 a month, and because we're still grandfathered in, and we're never not going to be grandfathered in unless they ungrandfather us for some reason. And I don't think that's allowed. I think that's illegal in at least 38 states. You can email us, contact@longboxcrusade.com. We have a phone number scrolling across the bottom, 707-532-5269. That is 707-532-L-BOX.
Pick up the phone.
And did I miss anything? Nope, I didn't. I missed no thing other than giving it to Jared and asking him where he can be found on social media.
I am, of course, at Yard Sale Artist, X, Facebook, Instagram. It's all at Yard Sale Artist.
Almost started talking on mute. Caught myself. You could find me on Threads, Delvin Ray, Instagram, Delvin Ray, also Blue Sky occasionally, DEEREY1977. Thank you for such an awesome listening audience and participating audience as well. We truly love and appreciate you guys and girls. And see y'all next time. And remember, be a hero to someone, even if it's just to yourself. And until next month, New Warriors, come out to play. Everybody have a good night.
Delvin's never seen Warriors.
That's true. I haven't. I did see that scene finally, and it was intense. Warriors, come out to play. Yay. Like, good. I wouldn't have come out to play. That dude was scary. Have a good night, y'all.
See you, everybody.